Welcome to the Horror Movie Showdown, episode 83. 6 years ago, I released my most disliked video, which was the second episode of the Horror Movie Showdown, in which I reviewed Scream. I said that the movie felt dated and that it relied too heavily on referencing much better slasher movies from the past. And I still stand by that. In today's episode, we'll see if Scream 5 can bring back some freshness to the Scream franchise. The movie confusingly is also called Scream, so I have a feeling that we are in for a heavy dose of metaness. Just a quick summary of the previous Scream movies. In the first one, Billy Loomis went on a killing spree because his parents got a divorce. In the second one, Billy's mom was the killer and wanted to blame it on horror movies. And from here on, every movie just got more convoluted and self-referential. This leads us to Scream 5, which starts out just like Scream with the landline ringing. Could it be the killer?
Is Christina there?
No, she's not available. May I take a message?
No. Or yes?
What's your favorite scary movie?
The Babadook.
Come on, The Babadook is the worst horror movie of all time.
Well, it's elevated horror.
What does that mean, elevated horror?
You know, it's like scary, but with complex emotional and thematic underpinnings. It's not just some schlocky cheeseball nonsense with wall-to-wall jump scares.
Oh no, will this be another woke movie? Right away, it's obvious that Scream 5 is going to be the most meta movie of all time. They even reference Stab, which is a movie franchise within the Scream movie franchise that is self-referential. Apparently, every decade or so, young people have a habit of dressing up as Ghostface to mandate another sequel of the Stab series. Anyways, the beginning of Scream 5 pretty much plays out as that of Scream, except that it is much bloodier and that the girl Tara survives. This leads us to Tara's sister Sam and her boyfriend coming to town to look after her. And guess what? Sam is the daughter of the killer from the first movie, Billy Loomis. Right from the get-go, everyone are treated as suspects.
But we're all suspects.
And everything from the first movie starts repeating itself. Some of the characters in Scream 5 even refer to some of the events as something that would be perfect for a requel.
So the first 3 attacks are all on people related to the original killers.
Oh my god, he's making a requel.
A requel is pretty much a rehash of the original movie, just with a twist. It is a bit like the scene from the horrible Terminator Genesis.
Nice night for a walk.
Wash day tomorrow. Nothing clean, right?
Nothing clean.
Scream 5 is a pretty hard movie to explain, as everything in the movie is meta and everyone are hyper aware of everything that is happening, and they are constantly commenting on it.
What the fuck, Mindy? Jesus! That was a test. And you failed. You never go off on your own when there's a masked killer around.
But despite everyone's heightened senses, they keep acting irrationally, which is quite frustrating to look at. But let's get to the scoreboard. The movie has 8 brutal kills, and they are all much bloodier than those in the original, which is a good thing. But in the nudity department, nothing has changed. It only gets a nudity score of 2 because of this shower scene. There's so much meta talk and no time for building up real scares, so Scream 5 gets a scariness of 2. Scream 5 did succeed in getting its movie references up to date with It Follows and The Babadook, and they even made fun of their own movie title.
Can we talk about the title? Stab? What, just like the original? Just call it Stab 8. It's fucking Stab 8. You're not fooling anyone.
And despite all the movie's metaness, I actually think that Scream 5 is the best of the sequels, and I'm sure fans of the franchise will think the same too. But the movie has too many illogical characters for my taste, and you could call the biggest twist of the movie almost immediately. By now, it feels like the Scream franchise has turned into the Scary Movie franchise just for Generation Y. The movie gets an overall score of 5.
There's certain rules to surviving a stab movie. Believe me, I know. Rule number 1, never trust the love interest. They seem sweet, caring, supportive, and then welcome to Act 3 where they're trying to rip your head off.
In the movie, they say that Hollywood has run out of ideas, and I tend to agree. But I'm sure that if Hollywood packs up their metaness and brings back old school horror movies, everyone will see them as being fresh once again. But that's all for this video, so thank you for watching and I will catch you later.